So, distribution. If we go to the next slide, we can go to this one. Transcoding speed, again, we're going to talk about, real quick, we're going to go back to Telestream. Telestream is going to talk to us about the final deliverable. Remember we talked about all the different codecs and deliverable requirements. Does anybody recognize this? Anybody know what this is, my reality television people? This is Discovery Channel. This is their requirement, their deliverable. All the shows that they receive, require, they want it delivered on LTO tape. Look at the track count for audio. It's insane. What this guy can do over here is he can create a watch folder that says Discovery. You get your final, and Eric, what do you do with that file?
So when you're done with your editorial process, everything's finished, color timed, edited, audio sweetened. I'm sure you have some pain points with actually having to create the deliverables. I'm sure no one loves to render out H.264 files, MXF files on a nonlinear editor. That's a waste of time. You're tying up an editing bay, making deliverable files. That's where Vantage kind of jumps back into the scene. So as we mentioned, we can take a lot of input files coming in. We can also make a lot of output files going out. And you're probably asking, why am I looking at boxes here again? I'll kind of explain this particular workflow for a finishing workflow. For, this particular one, we're making an X. Let me go ahead and zoom in here a little bit. I don't think I'm on speaker here, but making an XDCam HD out for a broadcaster, making a ProRes 422HQ for an archival format, and also make an X264 for YouTube. Now, Vantage has a wide variety of output formats for different platforms. I mean, it goes from adaptive bitrate streaming formats, MXF, GXF, LXF, DVD formats, proxies, flash video. I mean, we support a wide variety of outgoing formats so that your editors don't have to worry about having to transcode that in the nonlinear editor itself. Now, there's another function too in Vantage which allows us, so you don't even have to flatten a file going back out of editorial. You can export a QuickTime reference file going from Avid or a Final Cut, for instance. Or we have a module called Post Producer, which you can export a Final Cut Pro 7 XML or a simple AAF file and export that directly to the transcoder. So basically, wipe your hands clean, the edit's already done, the transcode goes ahead and takes over and does the final deliverable outputs. Now, sometimes you might have to make intermediate files as well. For instance, you might have to make audio and subtitle references with timecode burn-ins so they can make subtitle and audio files from Pro Tools. As an example, Vantage has a very wide feature set for filter set for burning in subtitles, closed captioning, burning in timecode, resizing filters. Again, this is all at a 16-bit processing level, so the quality is superb for any kind of the transcode that you are going out. Now, Vantage, let's say you want to, we also have a couple plugins for Aspera and Signia. So, for instance, if you're
This is important. How many people deliver on Aspera right now? Anyone? This is really important.
A couple folks. But you can automate those deliveries, and you can also send an automated email, maybe to your operations group or your customers to let them know they have a file that's been delivered to them. So Vantage is all about automation. Now, I mentioned Post Producer very briefly. Who loves making slates? Anybody? But it's an evil, it's a necessary evil on a lot of deliveries because, as you know, clients, like a lot of clients and stuff, they like slates. They want to know the audio configuration. They want to know what the format is. They want to know the title and the episode, all that kind of stuff. There's another feature in Vantage called Work Order, and I want to show you basically this work order watch. This is not a regular watch folder. It's going to look for basically what's called a CSV file or an Excel document. Everyone knows how to use Excel. And basically, this CSV file, and just again, think of an Excel document, every row is a different job. So row 2 and 3, that's a different job. Every column, and I glossed over this briefly, is a different variable. So basically, this is information that's going to automatically be provided to what's called our conform action or our post-producer action. And we're going to automatically generate slates based upon the deliverable requirements that are also baked into the workflow. So again, you might have one file in, you might have 10 to 15 different types of deliverables going out. We can automatically generate those slates that are going on the output. And I have a simple example here. Very simple. You can have your own slate backgrounds. You can have a motion background. Basically, it's just including information. And the only thing that's different on the slate is maybe your delivery, your distribution folks that you're delivering to, the audio configuration, the width and height, the frame rate. So instead of an editor having to type all this stuff in, you can get a PA to type this stuff in an Excel document, submit to a workflow, and auto-generate slates on the way out. Now, post-producer is not just about generating slates. It's totally about production task automation. It's basically, think of it as an editor in a box. You can do tag and bag type of operations. Let's say you have to make promos. You can do promo versioning with it. Coming soon, coming next week, coming next Thursday, on tonight, available for download. It's the same promo skeleton. However, the only thing that changes is maybe a voiceover and a couple start and end tags, and then you can automate that on your way out instead of paying someone a ton of money just to sit there and hit go, go, go and eat their lunch at their desk. Or charge someone. Right, exactly. Again, it's all about automation. It's all about, Vantage is a Swiss Army knife of tools to allow you to do stuff faster, to do stuff quicker, to do stuff smarter. And again, going back to editorial, and especially reality television, the editors just edit. That's it. All they're doing is doing those final cuts, getting everything in. They're not rendering anything on the systems. Vantage is doing all the heavy lifting, and everyone's happy. Automated deliveries, automated transcoding, and that's kind of the way of the future.